Welcome to the deep dive.
Hello?
Today, we're taking a close look at a specific piece of gear, the Kramer DOLEV-8.
Right, the 8-inch two-way speaker. They call it studio grade.
Exactly. And we got the details from HDTV Supply. So our mission really is to cut through the marketing.
Right.
What makes it actually studio grade, technically? And, what's the deal with the purchasing package they offer?
Well, that term studio grade, it always comes down to the specifics, doesn't it? We really need to unpack the actual architecture here.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're relying on these for, like, critical listening, maybe mastering, you need to know why they made the choices they did. Amplification, drivers, all that stuff.
Okay, so let's get into that architecture. It's a two-way design, bass reflex port,
Yep.
and crucially, it's bi-amplified.
Yes. So it's a key
So
point. Dedicated power.
So separate power for the woofer, that's an 8-inch fiberglass cone, and the tweeter, which is a 1-inch soft silk dome, neodymium magnet.
Right. And it's all in a wooden cabinet. Magnetically shielded, too.
Important for studio use, yeah.
Definitely. And that bi-amplification, it means the internal amp sends specific power to each driver.
Right.
Total power is 100 watts RMS.
Okay.
And it's a Class AB amplifier.
Class AB. So they're likely prioritizing sound quality, maybe warmth, over just digital efficiency like you'd get with Class D.
Yeah, it's generally the trade-off, yeah.
Yeah.
Purity of sound. But here's something interesting I noticed in the specs.
Oh, yeah.
Both the woofer and the tweeter are individually rated for 70 watts.
Wait, 70 watts each, but the total is 100 watts RMS. How does that work?
Well, it seems like an engineering choice. By using drivers that can handle more power, 70 watts each, then the amp will actually deliver combined, which is 100 watts total Kramer's building, and significant headroom.
Okay, headroom, so the drivers aren't getting pushed to their absolute limit.
Exactly. Even if you're monitoring loud for a while, they stay clean. Less stress, less distortion. It helps maintain clarity.
Right, that makes sense. And the performance numbers back this up, I guess. Frequency response, 43 hertz up to 20 kilohertz.
That's pretty wide.
And held within a tight tolerance, plus or minus 3 dB. And it gets loud too, max SPL of 119 dB.
You know, getting down to 43 hertz from an 8-inch woofer is quite good, especially relevant if you're, say, in a smaller room or a home studio.
How so?
Well, you get decent low-end information without needing massive speakers or really aggressive port tuning, which can sometimes cause placement issues.
Gotcha. Okay, let's talk connectivity and control. It seems pretty pro-focus. You've got volume, obviously, but also a 4-position high-frequency gain control.
Yeah, that HF gain is actually super useful. Think of it as the sort of quick EQ tweak for your room.
Right, so if your room makes things sound too bright or maybe too dull.
Exactly. You can adjust the tweeter's output a bit to compensate without needing external processing. It's a practical touch for real-world studios, which are rarely perfect acoustically.
And inputs looks flexible.
Very. You've got balanced XLR, which is standard pro audio.
Yep.
Also a balanced quarter-inch TRS connector. And for, maybe connecting consumer gear or DJ mixers, there's an unbalanced RCA input too.
So it covers pretty much any source you'd likely throw at it.
Yeah, it seems designed for easy integration.
Okay, so the technical side seems solid, designed for serious work, long hours maybe. Which brings us to the vendor, HDTV Supply. They mentioned they're rated an exceptional top quality store by Google Shopping. Been around 24 years, apparently.
Right, and the deal they have listed is, well, it's interesting. The MSRP is listed at $505.
Okay.
But the sale price is $404. And then there's an extra 10% off code mentioned. 10% off.
So that brings the price down quite a bit further. It makes it pretty competitive for a bi-amped 8-inch monitor, doesn't it?
That certainly puts it right in the mix price-wise.
And beyond the price, they list some service promises. Free shipping, which is nice. A 1-year warranty, standard enough. But then this caught my eye. Free lifetime technical support.
Lifetime support is always a good selling point for pro gear. How do they offer it?
Get this. Telephone, chat, text.fax.email.
Fax. Wow. Okay. That's comprehensive, I guess.
A little retro, maybe?
Maybe relying on some older support infrastructure. But still, the fact they're offering support across so many channels, even fax, suggests a pretty strong commitment to backing the product long term.
Yeah, you don't see lifetime support offered everywhere. So, summing it up, the DOLEV-8 seems to blend that high-spec audio design, the bi-amping, the wide frequency range, pro inputs with this strong vendor support package, and some decent pricing incentives right now.
Definitely. It combines the technical aspects you'd look for in a studio-grade monitor with a vendor seemingly focused on, well, long-term customer relationship.
And Kramer emphasizes the precise, detailed sound, linking it back to those drivers.
Exactly. The fiberglass woofer and that soft silk dome tweeter. The materials matter.
So here's something for you, the listener, to think about, a final thought to explore. How do those specific driver materials, the fiberglass cone versus, say, paper or Kevlar, and the soft silk dome versus metal domes actually shape the sound quality? What kind of sonic character does fiberglass bring to the low end? And what does that soft silk tweeter do for the highs compared to other materials? It's worth digging into how those choices define the specific voice of this speaker.